I built this ferry in my survival world. I decided to build this because I wanted something that would both liven up my town and allow me to cross the river more easily. So how did I make this? By what trickery did I make this ship move? We know that in CreateMod you can have trains, but did they release a boat update? Is this some different mod? No, this is CreateMod, and well, I did use a little bit of trickery. So the answer is this is actually a train. Let's see how this works. So there's a conductor right here, it's a blaze burner, so I went into the nether and captured a blaze, and instead of trying to burn me to death, he's gainfully employed as a conductor, or in this case, a ship's captain. So if we go down here, we can see there's a train station, so it has a name. It's just like any other train station, except, well, I decided not to put it directly by the rails. And if we go further down, we can see that it's just like any other train, I just made it look like a ship. So let's go see what this looks like in my creative world. So here we have the station, this is the schedule. So this is what the whole thing actually looks like. You have the ship portion up top, and it's connected by glass panes all the way to the rolling stock down below. So in my survival world, the rolling stock is at Y level 40, that's where the rails are. So if you copy this into your own world, and your rails are at Y level 40, you have a ship ready to go. Now we know how to make a ferry. It's just a ship on top of a train. If you want to know how trains work, you can check out my Create 0.5 full Steam video where I explain that. So why don't we go have some fun and build a new ferry? There's been something that I've wanted to do since Create 0.5 came out, and that's using the new glue mechanic to restore a sunken ship. So I'm gonna go find a sunken ship, I'm gonna restore it, and I'm gonna make a new ferry out of it, and it's just gonna sail around my world. To do this, I'm gonna use my trusty quadcopter, which I've modified with a rope and pulley and a sticker, and I'm gonna use that to bring the ship over to my base where I can start the restoration process. I modeled this ship after a caravel, and I've given it a square sail in the front and a lateen sail in the rear. Shipwrecks have 3 masts, but I decided to go with just 2 because it looked way too cramped with 3, especially with the sails. Now let's have a look at the restored ship sailing on its own. The paths for each ship actually intersect, and they even overlap at some points. So, to prevent collisions, I had to set up a system of train signals. I really like how this new ship makes my world feel more lively and busy. Let's have a look at what's happening underground at Y level 40. So this is a busy intersection where both trains pass, and you can see how I've set up some train signals so that the 2 trains don't collide. As always, I'll put a link to the schematics in the description. There'll be a link for each of the ships so that you can download them and bring them into your own worlds and play with them. So I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this video.